let's talk about a company we all know and love, KTM. Now, KTM is a motorcycle brand from Austria known for making really sporty and powerful machines. I mean, anyone who rides a KTM feels the power and the performance. It's obvious. Now, it's a very sad news, and a very shocking news, but the company is going bankrupt. Now, apparently KTM has just declared a restructuring plan where it has to produce 750 million euros to pay off to its creditors or shareholders, I'm not sure which. Yeah, they have to produce that sum of money, otherwise the company is gone. Now, with the current situation, it seems like the only way KTM can do that is by probably selling off the brand to some other company. Now, how did this happen? Now, there are rumors speculating about what the reason is, but I think some of the main rumors are about there being an excess stockpile of KTM motorcycles that they just haven't been able to sell off. Now, why there's such a huge stockpile, I don't know, but that seems to be the main rumor going on. Now, what does this mean for the company if it ends up having to get sold off to another brand? That's the real issue, because brands getting sold off sometimes it's not a problem at all. Sometimes it completely changes the brand. It depends on who's buying it. And some companies, they take the brand and they improve it, make it even greater. And some companies just bring it into their own brand if they are similar, if they're a motorcycle company as well, and just get rid of the nameplate. Now, I hope the former happens and not the latter, because it would really suck if the brand KTM just disappeared. So, I don't know. There are a few names that are apparently in contention to buy the company, but none have been confirmed, so I'm not going to say anything. But I really hope a motorcycle brand that appreciates the KTM nameplate buys the company, because otherwise the whole brand might end up getting ruined, even if they keep it, instead of just merging it with the other brand, because KTM is unique. The identity is unique, and their whole style is different, and it's been a successful formula. People love the machines. Whatever issues it may or may not have, they all love the brand. And if they lose that, it's over, because brand perception is a big deal. And honestly, I really think an Indian brand should buy the KTM nameplate, because let's face it, KTM sells a lot of motorcycles in India. India is a huge motorcycle buying country. And we already know that Bajaj has a huge stake in KTM and they share technology and all that. I think Bajaj controls the distribution of KTMs here, not sure. But yeah, so I really hope an Indian manufacturer or company buys the brand, because they all know what the brand's like, and it's easy to cater to the market. And now, to think about what will happen if the brand doesn't get sold off and the brand just disappears. Now, that's a big issue, because some of the larger KTMs, I think they're all the parts and things like that are coming mainly from Austria. Now, for local KTMs, maybe there might not be such an issue, because Bajaj is dealing with most of the manufacturing and all that, so spare parts and service won't be too big of an issue, I think. But for the ones that are imported, those by the bigger KTMs, those bikes are a bit of an issue. Now, I don't know. I don't think the sales of those bikes are really that high, because they're really expensive. But for the 400s and below class, I think it's relatively safe. And yeah, we have to wait and see what happens to the company. And it's kind of sad. We see these things happen all the time. Great companies come up, they do inventive things, but they can't keep it up, and they end up either dying out or getting sold off and disappearing. And if the world loses the KTM brand, it would really suck. Oh yeah, and they also have Husqvarna. That's a subsidiary brand of KTM. Now, personally, I don't really care about that brand that much. I mean, I don't really like the design, so whatever, but I really hope the KTM brand doesn't die out and it gets purchased by someone from India, because I think that would be the perfect option. And who knows, maybe Bajaj will buy it all out, because Bajaj already have a good relationship with them. And if they do that, I think we're safe, because Bajaj has done a great job with the sub 400 KTMs. And I think they would be the right successor to buy the brand, but we don't know anything about that. I hope Bajaj buys it, but we'll have to wait and see about that. So yeah, that's what's happening with KTM.